I wanted to talk to you guys about Flipgrid. I know you've heard of Flipgrid, but Tilly, have you heard of Flipgrid?
Never heard of it.
No? Okay. Now, Flipgrid is really easy. What it is, it's a formative assessment tool that you can use in class where you can have kids, instead of writing, they can show a video. So you can ask them a question and it'll have them do a video of whatever you want them to do. So we're going to actually do an example of one. If you go to just flipgrid.com on your computer, if you can do that, and then it says enter flip code, there's your code.
We're supposed to argue about this too, so why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this?
What do you mean? Am I supposed to be capitalized?
Yeah.
Can we keep going?
Yeah.
Well, you told me I couldn't have into it.
And then log in with your Google account, and then you'll just use that one. And then what I did is I just made up a just one to practice with of your favorite character and why. So this would be something like you could use in your language arts. And
So do you want me to click on favorite character?
yeah, you'll be okay.
Did you do that in a formal training?
Yeah, I made this.
Awesome.
And then I'm a big deal. So, yeah. But anyway, so you'll have your favorite character and why. So when you have your Flipgrid up, it's going to look, you've logged in with Google, you hit your, what?
I'm so jealous that your touch screen.
Oh, that my touch screen works? Yeah. So it should look like this.
Yeah.
What you'd be able to do is your kids are going to see like favorite character and why. I just made a random one like what you could use for your books that you have they have them read. Just tell me about your favorite character and why. And then down here you can click this one, your favorite character. And then you see that big green plus button?
Yeah.
If you click that big green plus button, this is what students will be able to do and how easy it is. And you'll notice a screen that pops up. Just make sure you hit allow. Click that and then hit allow for both camera and microphone. And then,
oh my gosh.
so, yeah.
I need to put makeup on.
So,
Boogers up my nose.
essentially what it is you've got that tap to record. Now it's going to be showing this over here. But kids can then answer that question just by using their voice and their video recorder. So if they can't remember what it is, they can click right here and they can see this topic card, my favorite character and why, maybe a chapter. And then they can just, you can set the time. Like you can see up in the top right, I set the time for 2 minutes. You can set it up to about 3 or 4 minutes long, or anywhere down to 30 seconds, or even, I think even 15 seconds. So if you wanted just a quick thing for them to do. Now I've been using this in class where kids will do their recordings and they just, I mean, they eat it up. They eat up this whole time because they just want to continue talking and talking and talking. And so if I hit record, it's going to, you'll see, now it's starting to record, but it's recording over at my computer there. And when they're talking, they can go through this whole time. They can see the countdown. That's how much time they have left. And then they hit next, and they can review it so they can listen to what they're saying. Recording over at my computer there. And when they're talking, they can go through this whole time. They can see the countdown. That's how much time they have left. They can add more if they want to. Now it's starting to record, but it's recording. So then they can cut it. Then they can add a selfie at the end. And this kind of gives them that personal feel to it. So what I want you guys to do, really fast, just practice. By hitting record, just tell me your favorite character of Harry Potter and
I
give me
never
a
read
Harry Potter.
You didn't read Harry Potter?
No.
How
I
about
can't remember.
your favorite romance novel?
What?
Harlequin? No.
There you
How
go.
about
Or your favorite TV character at this point. You just hit record, tell me their name, and then just one quick thing. You're not going to take the full 2 minutes like your kids might, but maybe just, you might take 6 or 7 seconds. That's all I want you to do.
Wait, do I have to
Go blah,
hold
blah,
it?
blah.
Nope, just hit
And then just
record.
start?
Yep, it'll give you a
Oh, I
countdown.
have no idea.
Right,
I didn't
wait,
watch
what
it.
am I looking at? What am I looking at?
So now you can talk.
So I feel like I'm not looking, oh, right up here?
Yep.
My
My
favorite,
favorite character is.
my favorite TV show is America's Got Talent. And the
Oh,
reason
yes, it is. I like
My
This Is
favorite
Us
TV
and
show
the
is-
mom.
Right,
This Is Us.
I like
don't
all
know
of
her
the
name.
singing parts.
Oh, my favorite.
I don't like the
Character
magician, and I'm mad
is-
that the winner was, who's that winner? Tate?
Yeah, the one that you didn't like.
Yeah.
I was mad at that.
So,
Cut
and
it
then
off.
once you're done, hit that pause, or you've already done it. Now hit,
No, I didn't.
Oh,
Just ran out.
okay, so now go ahead and hit next. So then you
Oh,
can
I hate my
review it.
voice.
I
And then
know,
it'll
it's
turn
so-
you down. But this is what kids can do. I've done this in class where kids have, then they go and they review what they did and they say, oh, I don't like what I said. Then they go back and they do it again.
Wait,
It
it
actually,
says tap R/P to record pause. What?
You
Oh,
said
like
hit
I
back.
can just
Yes.
click that again
Yeah.
if I wanna keep going.
yep, so then you can record it
Okay.
and if you wanna
But
keep
if
going
I
and then
don't-
go ahead and hit next.
Okay.
And then-
If I turn it like this, would it like get rid of my chin?
Maybe. But luckily, I'm gonna be deleting all this stuff. So
Luckily he's right.
yeah. But anyway, so you can have that in the class where kids can go through that. I'm just gonna turn your,
Jeez,
can you
stop.
just hit your
Emily, cut.
hit your mute button there. There you go.
Jeez,
Where's your mute?
So
Shut up.
once you do that, then you can add a selfie. So I'm gonna add a selfie of what a kid could do. This gives them kind of a personal feel. And as that personal thing that they can do, they can actually, they can write on it. They can put stickers if they wanted to.
Wait, how are you doing that? Oh,
So take
Do
it-
this.
Have the- yeah.
Now, this kind of stuff, you can actually put this on or you can have it taken off. Kids don't have to do this, and that's a choice that you can make. But what I wanted this to kind of show you is just to see that what kids can do with this. And then when they submit it, they've submitted it and they're done. So now you can see how Mrs. Farber has added hers. And
Gangsta what?
Wait, so you just take a picture? How do you do
yep,
that?
so you've got your selfie, so hit next, because there's your video. Now you're done with your video, you've liked it, then you can add a selfie, which you just take the picture,
Which is right
which
here?
is the camera button. Yep.
So cute. Look up
And then-
here. You gotta look at.
And
your
then you
thing,
can
not
add your
your
stickers, or you can write, and when you're done, you hit submit, and it's gonna pop up saying that everybody is recorded. Then, yep, and then what I can do as a teacher is I can go in and I can then see what students have done, what they've done,
And if
and
it's
I can watch,
inappropriate
and I can
or-
watch their videos and I can boot them out if it's inappropriate or anything like that. So, my videos, you can see here, these are the 3 videos that we just put in. So I am able to then go in and I can watch these and I can give them scores to kind of send back to the students. And you can actually set it to where students are allowed to watch each other's and respond to them if they really wanted to. And that's all up to you.
What
and
are you
can-
doing? Like, what kind of things are you having them do?
I have done this in science a lot, where if I have a topic in science, I can ask a question like, how is a fossil created? And they can go through they have to write out what they want, like a fossil or an animal has to die, then it has to get buried and so on, and they can go through the steps, and then they can just talk. And then they can actually express, so they have more of their checklist that they go through, and then they can just talk about it rather than writing out a whole bunch more. I found that this is, there is definitely that writing component, but I found that this is quicker if all I want is to see if they know the material rather than having to write it down.
Okay, so how do we set up our own code?
Okay, so we're gonna have you set up that. So if you can go back to flipgrid.com like this. So you can hit complete, and then just go ahead and hit log out. And then just go back up here and go to Flipgrid, because you're currently signed into this, which we wanna get you out of. Yep, just go back up here and go to Flipgrid.
Rid of this.
Yeah, just get rid of that back. And
So it
then,
still says McLean training then, right here. Right spot.
we're gonna get rid, because that code, you were signed into that code. And then if you hit sign up, it's free. And then you can sign in with your Google. once you have created an account, and
You
that's,
gotta spend free.